Mark chapter 13, verses 24 to 37. Jesus said to Peter, James, John and Andrew, "In those days after that suffering, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from heaven, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory. Then he will send out the angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of heaven. From the fig tree, learn its lesson. As soon as its branch becomes tender and puts forth its leaves, you know that summer is near. So also, when you see these things taking place, you know that he is near, at the very gates. Truly, I tell you, this generation will not pass away until all these things have taken place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. But about that day or hour no one knows, neither the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. Beware, keep alert, for you do not know when the time will come. It is like a man going on a journey, when he leaves home and puts his slaves in charge, each with his work, and commands the doorkeeper to be on the watch. Therefore keep awake, for you do not know when the master of the house will come, in the evening, or at midnight, or at cockcrow, or at dawn, or else he may find you asleep when he comes suddenly. And what I say to you, I say to all, keep awake."
This Sunday is Advent Sunday. Our word Advent comes from the Latin word adventus, which means, amongst other things, arrival. So we use this season of Advent to prepare for the arrival of Jesus at Christmas. Advent Sunday is also the start of the Church's new year. And each year we read through one of the Gospels at our main services. This year we'll be reading through the Gospel of St. Mark. Mark's Gospel is the shortest one, and we think it was the first one to be written round about AD 70. There's a lot of action in the Gospel, and Mark uses words such as immediately or phrases such as soon as to link different passages. There are some key themes in Mark's Gospel, one of which is who is Jesus? And it's fair to say that Jesus' first disciples weren't quite sure of the answer to this question for much of the Gospel. The second key theme is discipleship, or walking in the way of the Lord. And perhaps Jesus' disciples did slightly better in this respect, because they tried to walk in Jesus' way, even when they weren't quite sure what was going on. Their old certainties must have gone. Today's Gospel makes this very point. Jesus is talking about the end times, and things that we thought were certain may not be quite. So the sun and the moon will not give their light. The stars will fall from the sky and powers will be shaken. As we attempt to walk the way of the Lord, we must be prepared for some of our certainties to be challenged and to let them go. we might need to give up ideas, beliefs and attitudes and behaviours in order to walk the way of the Lord. So the question for each of us is, what might we be called to give up this year? And will we be strong enough to do it?